On the 17th, I went in. Many of you know that I've been trying to get HRT for a while. I sat down, explained my situation. I thought I would have to wait another 2 months, 3 months to as a second appointment follow up, but they just flat out gave me the HRT. Journey with HRT, week 2. I think this is gonna be the third video in the next few weeks. To HRT update, 90 to 100 days, 6 months of HRT. I can't believe it's been that long, but I guess I have to now make a video about my 6 months on HRT, but I wanted to do it somewhat special today. What's going on, everyone? This is Pinkyhairnat here, aka that person who is... And today we are going to talk about HRT for my 6 months. 6 months ago, on May 17th, I would make a decision that would impact my life significantly. But how do I feel about it 6 months later? Do I have any regrets? I wish I could go back. Was this all a mistake? Well, it's time to find out. Make sure to grab yourself something to snack on and something to drink, because this one, it's gonna be a long one. Instead of just doing a 6 months update, I decided to recap from the very beginning of my journey, all the way back to May. Alright, and I've written down some notes on significant stuff that happened through the weeks and months. Alright, the first 2 weeks is when my body just got introduced to HRT. They put me on 2 milligrams of estradiol, which is HRT, and 50 milligrams of testosterone blocker, which is the common starting point for any person transitioning, if you are a femboy and just wanted some estrogen. That's also what they would put you as well. The first few days, I remember feeling my body was aching, I was tired, and I had a few mood swings because all of this was new. Once I got past that, the first major sign that I've noticed was my skin was starting to soften. That was one of the first things. And I've also been told that from people that I was glowing. Like, I looked a lot happier. And to be honest, I was. And every day just got better and better. Sure, there were a few downs, but there was a lot of ups at the 2 weeks. Now for 6 weeks, which is the week I like to call improved smells, improved scents. What's that smell? I smelled everything. Everything just got amplified. And even today, I still have that sense of smell. And oh my god, everything stank with smell. I didn't realize trees had a smell to them. But I also heard stuff a lot better. I could see differently. Like my sense of colors actually improved. I could actually see the difference between the 5 different layers of white on screen. Like, it was crazy. Around this time as well, my body odor had changed. I went to smelling like a completely different way. That doesn't mean I don't stink today. I exercise, I sweat, so Oh, and before I go any further, this is a disclaimer. This is what happened to me during my few 6 months of HRT. You may get stuff sooner than I did. You may get stuff way later than me. One of the biggest changes that started to happen around this time as well was the development of my breasts. My chest started to feel like different, started to ache and feel like stuff has been changing. I'm used to having a man's chest, but now my chest is hurting and it feels a tad sensitive to stuff, but which follows me into the 2 to 3 month period. Around this time, my sex drive immediately shot through the roof, and oh my god, it was crazy. It went away after a few weeks, but that was a wild ride. Now to 100 days, 2 to 3 months. My breasts from earlier, whenever when it was growing, this is when it started to like kick into overdrive, and this will be a thing for me for the next few months to come. My breast sensitivity went up, my nipples also felt sensitive as well, and they actually hit if I laid on my bed incorrectly. Running was a hassle. I had to wear a sports bra because I couldn't run anymore without it. It just hurt too much and it felt so uncomfortable. It was a euphoric moment for me, but at the same time, so goddamn it, that actually really hurts. My taste buds started to change as well. Certain stuff I eventually didn't like, something that I used to like, it felt like I could taste it a lot more, which is a problem because I thought about what I was eating. For example, like pizza and hamburgers, I like them, but nowadays, and even back then, I thought about how cheesy and greasy it was, and I'm like, ew. Estrogen, how could you? I'm sure that this won't affect me in the future. Fat I can't say the word. I'm not even. Fat redistribution. Fat redistribution.
Fat redistribution.
It's not funny. I can't say it. My arms started to get smaller. My hips started to grow in size, and my waist started to slim down a little bit. It was like I was slowly morphing into a more feminine version of myself. Who keeps laughing? I hear you laughing back there. Hey, you. Yeah, you. You think it's funny that I can't say fat redistribution? Well, shame on you. I bet there's a word you can't say. And around this time, I started to slowly lose strength, which I could get back after a few weeks later of going on and off. But this will be more of a problem in the future. Oh, and around this time as well, at the end of the 3 months, they put me on 4 milligrams of estradiol, or just 2 little pills per day because they don't come bigger, it's just more pills, and 100 milligrams of testosterone blockers, basically doubling my dosage. I also want to say around this time, my testosterone had not gone down, and my estrogen levels were not where they should be. So, maybe when you do it, you may fare a lot better than I do. By the time of recording this and uploading this, I should be at the hospital giving blood to see if I lost any testosterone or not. Hi, this is Pinky here, and I just wanted to say that I couldn't edit this video in time, so I guess I'm gonna have to just say now that blood work did good. I also got 2 shots, so that was fun, and also got some new progesterone that I'm gonna talk about in a different video. But now, on to current Pinky. And if I gain a lot of estrogen. Well, in the future, if you see this future Pinky, I hope it went well. Now, for the coup de grace of the video, the reason why you came here. 6 months of HRT. Oh my god. The best way I could describe it is everything up until this point multiplied. Like everything got amplified, multiplied. One of the big changes that has been affecting me today is I'm losing a good amount of my strength. And it's to the point that every time I gain it back, it feels like if I take a day off, I lose it again. Plus more, so that's been a slight bit annoying, but to my coach, keep motivating me and telling me that I'll get back to it. I thank him for that. And it's around this point, my breast growth has officially stopped. It's not growing at a rapid pace anymore. And I could finally breathe. My chest doesn't feel sensitive. My nipples feel okay again. And I could just breathe. But at this point, I had to sports bras everyday thing. Before, it was a 50-50. Then it turned into an 80-20. Now it's 100%. If I run without any bras on or go down the stairs, God, it hurts. That's a fun, euphoric, but also painful experience. But you know what? I've always felt awkward showing off my chest to people, and now I know why. So, that makes it more fun. To know that maybe I felt freaked out because maybe I wasn't all a boy. Another thing with my body was all the changes of fat redistribution. I can't say the word. My body started to look more feminine. My arms are more slim. My legs are more long. And my hips are more curved. My waist is also curved as well. I'm becoming to have an appearance more and more like a female. Or a femboy here at this point. One more time before I go on to the next thing. Fat. I'm gonna have to literally after this video figure out how to pronounce it. Because I know I'm gonna get roasted. The emotional release was definitely next. A few people say that it came within the first few weeks, but for me to finally feel the effects took 6 months. And I'm not saying that I cried a lot. If anything, I felt more joy. I felt like more happy, but I also had a good amount of anxiety, fear, sadness, anger. Like, all that was multiplied, and I even finally started to allow myself to feel emotions in my dreams, which was something that I was not used to. I rarely ever cried in my dreams, but now it seems like every other dream I have, I cry. Which, it's kinda healing, in a sense. This was my diet preference. I've noticed myself eating more clean stuff than, like, more unnecessary fats and junk stuff. Apart from all that candy that's left over from Halloween. But other than that, my diet has been becoming more and more clean, eating more fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and stuff like that. One unique thing that is also happened was my eyelashes actually grew. If you may have noticed, my model has longer eyelashes. I wanted to make sure that it matches me, what I look like now with my lashes growing out. So, that was definitely a surprise. I didn't expect my lashes to actually grow a bit. And breathe. Because I think that's about all that I've noticed in the past 6 months. How did I feel beforehand and how do I feel now? Well, beforehand, I kind of felt like I was just puppeteering a character, like, outside. But with every month of HRT, it feels like the costume of the puppet that I once was the suit. I called it many things. The mask. It seems every day, more and more, I become more and more myself. And I find myself smiling a lot more and feeling more joy here. And actually going out and seeking, like, help for, like, healing in the past traumatic stuff of my life and other things. I also been on other medications to help with my moods. So that's also been amazing. I noticed yesterday when I was watching something with my roommate and partner, I was smiling and my jaw actually hit from smiling a lot. So, the 6 months have definitely been a journey for me. What's next? Well, around this time, maybe 6 to 8 months, I believe, they will put me on 8 milligrams of Stadiol, or just double the doses I'm taking now. And they may introduce something called progesterone, which is basically, it's like estrogen times 2. For my testosterone blockers, I'm probably gonna still be on it as well. I don't know if they're gonna double the dose again. We'll find out. And when that happens, I guess I'll have to tell you about it in the 8 bumps of HRT. But until then, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure to like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. Pink out.